My company is stealing $20,000 from me. Got a one-to-one with my boss on Tuesday. What should I say? It's early 2023. My company, Company A, gets acquired by Company B. People from my old place slowly leave one by one, whether quitting or being laid off. On my team of 4, I'm the last one left of Company A. Everyone else are new incomers who applied to Company B. We do physical products, and I'm pretty sure Company B bought us just to get our clients, because the rest of the company does digital products. When I started in 2021, my salary as a junior employee, $48,000. I was promoted in the midst of the acquisition a year later. $58,000. Now, mid-level. Got a raise a few months ago to $60,000. Thank God Company B has a union, because I've asked around and learned fellow, mid-level, people on my team are starting out at $80,000. Company B has job listings for my exact role and experience level with starting salaries of $80,000. There's no way I should be making $60,000. They're shafting me, and they've probably froze my pay to get me to quit. Last week, before my company a boss quit, I asked about a raise. She basically said no, wrote up a document of things I'm not going well enough. It's BS. And said I could possibly get a merit increase in a few months. Then dipped. Now my formerly skip-level boss, now my direct boss for the time being, knows about this document and that I asked for a raise, but doesn't know I've just learned all this $80,000 stuff. We have our first one-to-one this Tuesday. How should I bring this up to her and start to put their asses on blast? ETA. I'm in the union and have already talked to my union. Do not meet with your boss without your union representative present. I might ask the union. This is kind of what your dues are for. Bring a union representative to the meeting if possible. Why are you meeting with your boss? Cancel the meeting. If your union contract says you should be making $80K, then all you need to do is file a grievance. That's it. Let them handle it. This is relatively standard in a lot of companies. Over time, your salary increases, but it is under what they pay to attract new employees. And if you ask for the raise, you either don't get it, or get it in installments over 1 or 2 years, or have to jump through hoops to get it. In the end, it's easier and more profitable to switch jobs every few years than to stay and make a career in the company. Good news is that you seem to be perfectly qualified for an $80K position. If they don't give them to you, some other company will. They're not stealing from you. They don't value you. Big difference. I read this whole post mumbling the word no to myself on repeat. You, MileyMoss, what on earth are you thinking? I think you really need an old-timer to take you under their wing and help you A. Fix this injustice, B. Protect you from yourself. You have a union. Go to them before you unknowingly do something stupid. Waive your labor rights. Or get so far into a trap that the union can't help protect you. Please, man. Don't do anything and don't speak to anyone until you've been given complete instructions from your union, and then follow their instructions. I'm in a union. Step 1, set meeting to ask boss for raise. Step 2, ask Reddit. Just a wild plan. Just apply for the position that's for $80K at your own company for your own position, lol. Obviously talk to your union. Seems like you asked for a raise a while ago. The company said no. From their perspective, nothing has changed. It's great that you found out they are hiring at $80K. But they already knew that. You need to look at your options. If you quit tomorrow, what type of jobs do you have lined up? Don't over or underestimate your personal job market. That determines how aggressive you can be. Raises are pretty easy to get if you are valued. Don't make threats. Focus on emotional and not logical arguments. Don't argue as it's you and your boss versus the problem, not you versus the boss. This is a union issue. Consult with your union representative on this issue. Take his advice prior to meeting your boss. There is a lot that is being left out, but talk to your union before you talk to anyone else. I've shared this anecdote before, but here goes. I got hired as a totally entry-level employee at a tech company. 2 years later, I was reporting to the CEO, was part of management, had my own team. Metrics were transparent at the company. I was far and away the most productive person at the company for every single month I worked there. HR lady comes into my office and says, "Hey, can you review the company on Glassdoor?" I said sure. I get on Glassdoor and bang out 1,000 words honestly reviewing my time there. Then I see they have job listings for my company posted. So I check them out. They're advertising for a peer position to mine. And they're trying to find someone with my identical skill set. A skill set that they hadn't been looking for when I was hired. So obviously they're trying to find more people like me. The difference is the starting pay for the listing is $40,000 a year more than I'm making. So I go to HR and told her my next paycheck in 2 weeks better have a healthy pay raise on it or I'm done. She says, "We've grown together. We took a chance on you. Good things come. Blah blah blah." I say, "Okay." 2 weeks later my check comes. No raise. So the following Monday I'm not there. She calls. And I tell her that I resigned as I had indicated. To her credit, she said she was very sorry to see me go but understood my decision. I was kind of freaking out. So my girlfriend booked us a vacation. While I was sitting on the beach, my friend said he wanted me to talk to someone. So I take the call. It's a tech company guy for a startup. He basically pitches me a job. I say great. Let's do this. The HR team reaches out and asks me what my previous salary was. I say, I can't discuss that because of confidentiality. But here's a link to a new hire for my same position with a salary range. They come in 20% over the top of range. Suddenly I went from being solidly middle class to making almost $200 a year. Plus stock options. 3 years later that company IPO'd on NASDAQ. It was the largest tech IPO of the year. My strike price was like 75 cents. Shares today are over 300. Fuck them. Quit. There are better things out there. Yes. No meeting without union representative. They will get you paid. Give them a choice. Either they pay $80K, or you quit. And they waste a bunch of time and money hiring and training a replacement whom they will pay $80K. If you're in a union, don't you have a collective agreement that outlines wages? Only go with your union representative. Do not go alone. You now have a union, make use of it. Make sure your union representative is at this meeting. If they're not available, then reschedule! Exclamation mark. Have you joined the union? If not, then you're being paid exactly what you negotiated. Time to suck it up. If you did join the union, contact your union rep. As a side note, this is where some people are delusional and think that they can negotiate a better deal than if they collectively negotiate. If you didn't care to join the union, then enjoy your $20,000 less salary. Do not meet without union representatives present.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.